Home now and take a look at other sports very quickly on Sports Tonight before we go on to very critical issues. Chess comes to mind, and that's because the Chess Federation are not sleeping. They're really getting active, and we've decided that Sports Tonight will also touch up on other sports and help them to come to the level that football has risen to in Nigeria. But what's the story around chess? Kunle, I'm sure you've been following it. 50 players called to camp, boys and girls.
Of course, 50 players have actually been called to camp for the World Chess competition, which will be kickstarting from 1st of August to the 15th of August. That's comprising of 30 males and, of course, 20 females. And, you know, these players are actually picked from various top competitions that the players have been involved in. And, of course, 6 athletes who won gold medal from the last National Sport Festival, which was held in Lagos. And, of course, the first training, the trials, the first stage of the trials will come up at the Media Center. That's at the National Stadium, Lagos, from April the 23rd to the 25th. And, of course, Nigeria will be jostling for honors along with 180 nations will be competing in, that's in Tromsø, that's Norway, from August 1st to the 15th.
And, of course, you can see pictures of chess. That was the Lagos International Classics. Yeah. That is what it is meant to achieve. Push chess to the forefront and help us to understand that, look, it's not just football. Every other sport has a chance.
Every other sport is equally important.
Important and needs to be pushed, and then athletes can really push through all of these and get international recognition. All right? So that's it. Boys and girls, 50 guys, 20 ladies will be called to camp, and they will be fighting for places in Nigeria's team to the World Championship. Let's move away from chess now, and so let me come to you. Let's talk table tennis very quickly. The Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, led by Wahid Enitan-Shodi, they've been doing a lot, and that is why of late you've been hearing a lot of table tennis tournaments going on, and that you've been seeing Nigeria participate in a lot of international competitions. And Tunde, it is already yielding results.
Yeah.
Aruna Quadri,
unbelievable performance.
Ending up in the top 16 for the first time at the World Tour.
And when you consider the fact that he was unseeded coming up into
the competition,
it's an unbelievable achievement. Previously, he was ranked 197 in the world, but after everything he has achieved, surely his ranking would improve. He impressed at the ITTF World Tour in Spain, finished in the top 16 for the first time. That was in the men's singles event. He fought his way all the way from the preliminary rounds to the main draw, winning his matches against players from Jersey and Spain. And he joined the 32 qualifiers in the main draw. Yeah, he didn't make it past the last two. He got to the last 32. He ousted Francis Mehdi Boulousa 11-5, 11-7, 12-10, 11-6 to become the first Nigeria in recent memory to make it to the last 16 of any ITTF organized competition. So it's a huge achievement. Aruna Quadri has been very, very consistent for the past 3 years or so. So I think he's just getting proper recognition for all the hard work he has put in. He's not based in Nigeria, he's based in Portugal, along with his wife. Interesting story. Both of them are professional table tennis players. Both are based in Portugal. So you can expect when you have a family that are so deeply involved in sports, expect to see more Quadris coming out from that family in the future playing the sport. But like you said, Enitan should be really driving the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation
and the National Sports Commission giving support
to major heights. We've played more competitions in the past 12 months than I think we have in the past 2 years, and that shows you that plenty is happening.
All right, so that's good news from an unseeded, from having an unseeded status. Going into that competition, a sanctioned tournament by the ITTF and ending up in the top 16. Massive achievement for Aruna Quadri, and what else can we say but to wish him more success and, of course, commend those who have made that possible. Let's wrap up this segment, of course, looking at other sports. Talking about another Nigerian who has done well for himself and is getting the right kind of recognition. Uche Chukwumerije. We're used to hearing Chika Chukwumerije. Uche Chukwumerije Sr., you know him as a senator. He's also a black belter. That's why I see most of the time he doesn't get involved when there are a little bit of arguments in the Senate, because it could be deadly. One punch, you could be gone. But Uche Perez Chukwumerije is the son and is also a top top Taekwondo athletes.
Yeah.
And there's honor coming all the way from Belgium. Yeah. What's the story?
He was involved in the 25th Belgian Open, and he emerged with a gold medal. Fantastic performance from him. He defeated Rob van der Plug of Netherlands 2-1 in his opening bout. He also beat Josip Mara of Croatia 14-2 in the semifinals before beating Hicham Masudi of Germany 4-1 in the final. Uche Chukwumerije is a 2011 All-Africa Games gold medalist. Yes. And so it's not as if he's a rookie or a new fighter at this level.
He's actually the senior.
He's the senior.
To Chika.
Yeah, we're hearing that he's
Chika is a board member.
Mentor. Yeah, that Chika followed in his path. In fact, the Chukwumerije family are avid Taekwondo.
All of them from first to last.
Maybe I'm not sure about the mother.
I'm not sure about the mom.
But all the men, yeah. They're involved. So
don't try them.
Anytime you hear someone saying name is Chukwumerije,
don't get involved in an argument.
Very careful about how you go about it.
Wherever you find them.
But they're all easygoing, soft-spoken people.
Yeah. And actually, this game teaches you to be a gentleman. Yeah, you are actually pushed to the limit of fighting.
It's for self-defense. It's not for aggression. And it has to get to the utmost limits of aggression before you are allowed to respond. And the tournament was a Grade 1 World Taekwondo Federation sanctioned competition and had athletes from all over the world, and all of them were trying to compete to amass points for their ranking. Uche was currently ranked. He's currently ranked 33, but with the points he has garnered in this competition,
he should be ending up in the top 30.
Yeah,
and there's a chance also of automatic qualification for the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. So there's plenty coming from that as well. So congratulations to all of these people, Uche Chukwumerije in Taekwondo, Aruna Kodri in table tennis, and of course those players that have been called up to camp for chess as well. Let's come to domestic football now very quickly, and it was a very, very, very exciting weekend of football. I like to inform you that I once again traveled to Ibadan to watch a game between Crown and Gombe. We'll talk about that one later. But let's start off with our friends, the league bloggers. We need to commend these guys. George Akpanye, Aiko Jekere, China Acheru. They blog and write and invest their time consistently about the league. And they also put together a monthly awards just to encourage coaches and players. And that's exactly what we also love to do on Sports Tonight. For the month of March, which is the first edition of these awards for this season, Actual United actually sweeping both awards. Nanso Edo, that's the defender who scores plenty of free kicks, who is the engine driving Aqua United this season. And Patrick Udo, the coach, unannounced, just came onto the scene, are the winners for the month of March. And both men were outstanding in the month under review in the Globe Premier League and ensured that the Promise Keepers, that's their name, Aqua United are called the Promise Keepers. Wow. Finished top of the standings. Yeah. But it's commendable, really.
Very, very commendable. I think for now, after 5 games, Aqua United still remain the best team in the
still on top?
Yeah, on top. They are unbeaten in 5 games, and you know, it's very, very obvious that players like Edo, who has done very fantastically well for the team, will, just like you said, the engine room of the team will back the
drives the team from the defense, from the back,
and very inspirational. And of course, the coach also doing a very fantastic job. So these awards are actually well deserved.
All right, so that's it. Congratulations to Nanso and of course to Patrick Udo winning these awards. But this is supposed to drive you forward and ensure that you keep the promise of winning the title so that the Promise Keepers can really live up to their name. All right. Now let's go to the Globe Premier League games played over the weekend. Let's start by showing you results of matches played over the weekend. A lot of exciting results, really. Taraba produced the shock of the day, of the week, beating Enyimba. Enyimba losing at home, went there, thought they were going to fight and get a result on the road, but they lost 1-0.
I would say the shock. Win by Enyimba.
Yeah, they've been poor. Yeah, that's their second consecutive loss. Last week,
they lost
the last one. They lost at home
to newly promoted Abia Warriors. Now another newly promoted side has beaten them on the road.
Has beaten them.
And there are stories about pressure on Zakari Baraje and all of that. Still early days.
Of course, still early days. But of course, the way things have actually panned out for Enyimba this season, you want to say that really, there's so much questions.
But they started this season with like a house on fire.
They started like a house on fire, and also a lot of they actually acquired so many players, and we just wonder why the players are in this condition, crashing out of the of the CAF Champions League when all hope was actually put on them, and now the league has started on a very, very bad note.
Enyimba's problems are self-inflicted.
Okay, you know what? We'll talk about that later, but let me just quickly run through the results for you. The first case of an abandoned game this season was in Sapele, Bayelsa United against El Kaneme Warriors. Interesting story. 1-1 at full time. Referee raised the flag, raised the time for added time, and Bayelsa scored in added time. Okay. Assistant referee said it wasn't a goal, raised his flag, and the referee said no, it was a goal. Okay. Arguments, eventually the referee, I think, should overrule according to the rules of the game.
The assistant referee.
But El Kaneme refused to play on. So we don't know whether this is a case of abandoned game. I don't know how LMC will rule this, but it all depends on what the commissioner presents. So that's the first test for the LMC this season.
Absolutely.
First test. Warri Wolves, actually, 2-0 over Giwa, and both goals were scored by Bola Salami. Bola Salami, his first game for Warri Wolves ended in a 2-0 win. So Warri Wolves have acquired the Nigerian Balotelli, and is already producing results.
He scores goals everywhere he goes. It's just his reputation this season. But I think those who know him personally see he's not
he's a good player. Yeah. So it was 2-0, just pardon our mistake, with the 1-0 on your screen. He ended 2-0 in favor of, that's it. Fantastic job by our guys working there, Yemi and the guys on the graphics. 2-0, that's the right score on your screen. Rangers, again at home, couldn't find the back of the net. 0-0 with Sunshine. Exciting game of football, I must tell you, but it ended goalless. Low B.
Coach of Rangers.
Under pressure, John Obu. Under pressure.
I'm sure he'll
come good.
But he's a good coach.
This is their second loss out of 4 games. I think this is not the best of performance for John Obu.
Yeah. Low B, added time goal. 1-0 over Kaduna United, the penalty goal. Plenty of controversy around that, but it ended 1-0. Atland 0-0 with Nasarawa United as well. Atland are really struggling.
Yet to record a win so far in the Nigerian Professional Football League.
Nembe City, first game of the season, they lost 2-0 to Aqua. Warri Wolves, Abia Warriors at home to Kano Pillars goalless. Crown 1-0 over Gombe United. We'll talk about that game later. And then on Saturday, we had the Port Harcourt Derby, Sharks and Dolphins ending goalless.